喂，
Hello，大家好，欢迎再次来到夏季季后赛的赛后采访。我是主持人 Reirachuu，这次很高兴欢迎 MCX Esports 的中单选手 JimieN。Hey guys, it's Reirachuu here with me for the second interview of the playoffs with a new hairstyle. Is MCX Esports Game 2 MVP as well as their mid laner JimieN. JimieN，好久不见，你好。
你好，你好，谁哦？
对啊，你好，那首先要问的就是对于今天的2-1有什么感受呢？虽说是输掉了第一局，但始终还是赢了。So the first question, of course, I've got to ask you, what are your thoughts on today's 2-1? Because it was a pretty hard series, even though you guys did eventually get the W in the end.
哦，第一局输掉，其实我心里是蛮不爽的吧，所以我感觉我们是自己失误太多，输掉比赛的，所以自己其实很不开心，感觉太
嗯。
放松了。嗯，
So, for me personally, I was actually very dissatisfied with my game one performance, and the fact that I performed so badly actually also made me pretty upset. I think that as for game one, I think our team as a whole made a lot of mistakes, and that was why we lost that game number one. So, talking about that game number one, I also wanted to ask you about that. Can you talk us through what happened during that game? Because we rarely see your team have such a huge deficit during a game, much less even drop a game. 那接下来的问题就是关于第一局，就好久没看到马基战队有这么大的劣势，能够解释一下第一局的情况吗？还有你刚才提到的那些失误。好的，
哦，
等你吃完，等几秒。
第一局感觉就是，太放松了吧？我们最近其实感觉皮没有绷紧，哦，团练感觉没有什么纪律吧，感觉我们需要再谨慎一点吧，不能再那么放松。嗯。
So I just feel that our team as a whole, we've been playing a bit too fast and loose lately, not even just in competition, but also during our practice and during our scrims as well. I feel that our team, just as a whole, we kind of need to tighten things up together for the rest of playoffs. 那接下来想问的就是今天的 BO3两队感觉都很重视凯米尔，就在 BP 上都很主选凯米尔这英雄。你会觉得在这版本，你是在指或吃东西吗？会觉得这版本上凯米尔是特别强的吗？还是对这周的版本有什么其他的想法？So the next question is about the patch and also about Camille for today. I mean, there's so many comments during picks and bans, especially talking about her, and both these teams placed a lot of focus on her today during the picks and bans. Kind of felt almost as if whichever team managed to get the Camille through in draft would win that game. So I wanted to ask whether you think that Camille is super strong on this patch, or just what are your thoughts about the current patch in general?
我觉得在 PCS 卡梅尔算挺无敌的吧，因为感觉 PCS 的上路都不会玩斗士，都没办法拿出 counter 跟他比较吧。哦，但我们的上路就可以，所以哦，我是这样，卡梅尔在 PS 应该算无敌的吧，我觉得。
So I think that Camille in the PCS is a pretty unbeatable pick because actually I feel as if a lot of the other top laners in PCS don't really know how to play duelists in the top lane. So if you can get the Camille pick, it's good for the team because not a lot of other teams know how to counter or play her counters very well, whereas the top laner for our team is really good on Camille, so it's good for us. Great. So the next question I wanted to ask you, I'm sure we can all notice your hairstyle that's been changing throughout the series as today's best of three went on. I think the casters, especially over on the Chinese broadcasts, when you guys came back for game two, they said that you came back with your hair brushed and tied back, and that let you bankai. It gave you more power going into that game. I wanted to ask what your thoughts are about your hairstyle because it's summer. Usually people cut their hair short, but you've left your hair long. So talk to us a bit about that. 那接下来问题就是关于今年最近的发型吧，然后尤其是第二局，那个主播台他们有说第二局回来的时候，在 BP 的时候，就你梳了头发，然后又把头发绑起来了，就加强能力。你对这有什么看法吗？尤其是现在是夏天，通常人家会把头发剪短，可是你却把头发留到这么长，有什么看法吗？
哦，就转守为攻吧。然后然后我发现我就是头发放下来的时候，比赛都会输，所以就想说把头发绑起来，然后我来 cosplay 艾伦
艾伦。
主席啊。
So, he said that he actually does feel as if when he doesn't tie his hair up and when he leaves his hair down, that he doesn't do as well, and he tends to lose games when he doesn't tie his hair up. So it was a thing that he did that for game number two. He said that he's keeping the long hairstyle because he wants to turn a negative into a positive. He wants to turn his weakness into his strength, and that's how he's viewed it, and it's definitely worked for today. So my next question for you is going to be that you guys entered playoffs in third place, only behind PSG and Beyond Gaming, and you guys had the same 14-4 record as BYG, except that you guys lost the head-to-head 0-2. So my next question is, do you guys have confidence facing off against BYG in your next match on Sunday? And also, do you consider BYG your rival team? 那接下来问题想问的就是周日打 BYG 会有自信吗？就虽然说两队都以14-4的成绩进了季后赛，但毕竟例行赛的时候你们输给他们2次了，那你会感觉 BYG 是你们的敌对吗？
哦，那肯定是我们敌对，感觉 PG 轻轻松松的吧，然后感觉没什么自信吧。如果照今天的状态的话，就不太好拿下的话。
So he said he does feel that there is that type of rivalry going on. He thinks that as just Sunday's match, he actually doesn't have that much confidence facing off against BYG, especially if the team plays the way they did today with a lot of mistakes. So my next question and our final question has got to be, so what are your goals for summer playoffs this time around for your team? Because at the end of spring split, in the lower bracket final, you guys lost a 2-3 and it came in third at the end of spring. So what's the goal for summer playoffs? 那最后一个问题想问的就是那接下来季后赛目标会是什么呢？
哦，那肯定是希望能进决赛，然后前往世界赛吧。嗯。
So he says that his goals for sure are, of course, to make it into the upper bracket finals this time around and make it to Worlds. All right, 好的，那非常感谢 JimieN 接受这次的采访，祝 Maggi 战队季后赛加油 ！Thank you, JimieN, so much for the interview. 直播回你们喽。
谢谢。